Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Just finishing off some tweets and twitters and notifications on assorted places where I do assorted notifications. Just heading out to let some people know. That I am streaming and will be streaming. So this is Osiris New Dawn. I've been having a little bit of a look to sort of get things going, but we're going to start off. We're going to start off with. Hey Jason, first again, welcome to the stream. We're going to start off with a. Kind of want to start off with a marine because an awful lot of the basic stuff comes through a marine form. We're going to start off with a male marine, and we're going to make him completely droidy. So. We're going to have a yellow, and the details are going to be in a blue, and we're going to have the glow as a light blue, because that's the colours of the channel, that's the droid colour. Now, height, he's going to be medium height, but he's going to have a very big head, because droid has a big head, and he's going to have a medium-y sized torso, because droid has a medium-sized torso, and then droid has skinny, spindly arms and legs. So we're going to have skinny, spindly arms and legs. Stat points, we're going to go with speed, we're going to go with a lot of strength, we're going to have a little bit of stamina, and a tiny bit of health. Now, skill-wise, we start off with 45 combat skill points. We're going to make ourselves a bashing rock, a stone oven, a basic crafting bench, and then the ability to build wall straits. Wall straits are physical barriers you can build to protect an area. Hey, John! Pickaxes are coming later. We're going to use our points in science to unlock the start of science, which is pipework, melee weapons, and construction pieces. Did I forget to... Hey, I changed it. Honestly, I did. Paladin's over on Twitch. That should have changed it over to Osiris New Dawn, fingers crossed. Although, did I forget to change the thumbnail as well? There we go, thumbnail has been updated as well. Lovely jubbly. So, Osiris works off this kind of three-directional thing. This is why working on a server is one of the best things. Because you can go in multiple directions and you can grab multiple different things. I've gone with a military combat person so that I can head down these chains and get towards the crab scythe and things like that. Assign name Droid. Now I'm going to start on a private server. We're going to have normal, everything set to normal, and we're going to create the world. So this is my second drop in. The first time I dropped into this game, I dropped in just to check to make sure things were working okay. Make sure the game actually functioned as a game. Now we are dropping in to actually give it a go and see if I can succeed on stream. So first things first, our suit is breached. We have to put suit tape on to fix our suit.
No longer leaking life-sustaining air.
Container of water. What have we got? We have... Ooh, we have a combat knife because we went marine. So we can't really sort of navigate our way through here. It seems to be very sort of large, the locations where you can and can't put yourself. We do have jet boots, which allows us to float and hover. So we are looking for anything that dropped with our crashed vehicle, anything we can get into or raid, anything we can pick up. Doesn't look like there's much around here. You can try getting up on top. Nope, that's just the whole engine block. So press V to toggle the camera perspective if you want to be third person. You can be third person, but there's no massive advantage. You actually lose a lot of the information you can gain. So we've got another glass container containing water. So we've got 2 glass containers of water. That's great. We've got a meat stew. Wonderful. We've got a ration pack. We've got an oxygen tank. So these are different to the first time I played. So these are obviously randomly generated. Unless I maybe just missed some things the first time I played. But I seem to have been a little bit luckier this time round. Because I got more oxygen and more water. And I didn't get any food last time. Is there anything in here that we can nab? Don't think so. Now I'm kind of stuck in here. So now we have to kind of go out and try and survive because our crash-landed pod didn't really contain anything useful. Now, the weird thing about this game is the first and most important thing to get hold of is rocks. Because just like with Minecraft where the first thing you have to do is punching trees, in this game you have to gather rocks. But gathering rocks in this game is a tad odd. Because gathering rocks in this game does not mean going up to the things that look like rocks and hitting them with something. That would be far, far too simple. So what we'll do is we'll come up on top of here and we'll find something that looks like a rock reasonably easily. And once we find something that looks like a rock, I will... by the way, that's our sprint meter, is our heart rate. Combined with oxygen. Ooh, that's new. Those are new, those look like flares. I've never seen this before, so random generation for the win. What are you? Are you heat vents? You appear to be steam vents. Can you injure me? No. Can you give me anything useful? Nope. Hey, Taika! Taika wants this game. I don't know. I think I got this game from Humble Bundle. Pick up some sword leaves. So we can use our knife to collect sword leaves. Can we use our general tool to collect sword leaves? No, we can't. What about our bare hands? Nope. Looks like we are limited in what we can use to gather things. Still haven't been able to find a large rock to show you guys the frustrations of... That really not give me any... Okay, so when you're playing solo, I think starting as an engineer seems to be the best bet. Because starting as an engineer, I started with a chisel, and because I started with the chisel, I could dig things up like plants and things much easier. For some reason, a chisel is better at getting plants than a knife. Not quite sure why a chisel is better than getting plants than a knife, but hey ho, that's the way she goes, I suppose. Haven't found any resource rocks. At all. Some nice little music going on in the background, some nice sort of soft, friendly music. Ah, there's some resource rocks over there. All of this just to show you guys why this doesn't work. So what I need to do is I need to build... Is it similar to No Man's Sky? Not as far as I can tell. It's more similar to space-themed 7 Days to Die. That would be my comparison. So there we go. We got a little bit of aluminium out of that rock, but we didn't get any stone, despite the fact it looked like it was made of stone. So even with the chisel, you don't get any stone out of those. What you need to do is you need to find stone lying on the floor, very much like 7 Days to Die. It's much more like 7 Days to Die combined with sort of Minecraft elements than it is something like No Man's Sky. 1 second, guys. My chest is getting a little bit tight. There we go. Squeak. But yes, I'm looking for stone to start. Now, there are living things on this planet, and they can be quite hostile or not hostile depending. That's a gnat. That thing is hostile.
I'm aware that this hurts.
And it's quite fast. There we go. Well, I got some gnat hide from it, although it did some damage to me. Yeah, it seems to me that if you're starting on your own, starting as an engineer rather than a soldier is better, because in my first attempt as an engineer, starting with the chisel just made a massive difference to how easy it was to do, well, everything early on. Droid is not smoking, Droid is inhaling inhalers. Droid is inhaling medical stuff. Still can't see any stone, and this is like, I think one of the biggest problems with the early part of the game is finding the stone you need. Oh my Jesus Christ! What the ever-loving shit is that thing? I don't want to be here anymore. What the hell was that? It came right for me. It was leapt out the ground as if it wanted to eat me. Holy crap! Okay, so I've never met one of those before. I have a feeling it's bad. I have a feeling I don't want to be around that thing. What the fuck? Oh, good grief. But yes, I'm looking for stone. Death. That is death. Yeah, I kind of agree that thing did look rather like death. That was quite impressive, though. You have to admit that. Just up out the ground coming for your face. The spice must flow. Hey, if I can get spice and warp to another planet, I will get spice and warp to another planet. That looks like a door.
Vitals dropping.
That looks very much like a door. Again, this is something I've never seen before. I want in. Can't get in. Damn it. And all this while, I am looking for rock. See this thing? This is a rock. You'd think I'd be able to get some rock from it, but no. I cannot get rock from it. I need little rocks. Knock? It looks a little bit abandoned for knocking, I'm afraid. And my combat knife seems... To be honest, my combat knife seems less effective at killing things than the bloody chisel as well. So, stone. Where will I find stone? You can run servers of this, and you can have multiple people playing as well, just like in 7 Days to Die. So I could have, like, we could have someone start as a marine, someone start as a scientist, and someone start as a engineer. And that would be one hell of a starting team. Which is why I asked if anyone had this game. So my idea was to get together a little team of people to set up a colony together. Now, I do remember seeing some of this from an earlier version, because this is in early access, so a lot of stuff is changing regularly. And in an earlier version of this, they just kind of gave you a habitat to start with. No such luck. Ah, no, you are breakable. Magnesium and some iron, but no stone. Which is what I'm looking for. The reason I need stone is I'm trying to build this stone so that I can start making things like the primitive workbench, which requires iron ingots, which requires me to cook ingots. So I need actually quite a lot of stone. I need enough to make an oven and enough to make a workbench. And that will allow me to start making basic tools and equipment for, well, basically everything.
Beginning to think someone doesn't like me. Oh.
Let's eat a few of the local fauna, because, you know, why not? I might have to restart as an engineer, because the engineer just seemed a lot better as a start. Because what the chisel does is every time you hit one of these things you get minerals, not just every now and then. And the knife breaks after a certain amount of time, so... But still no stone. Like, this is the thing, this is the big limiter for the start of this game, is finding stone. Because all this stuff isn't stone, this stuff is all metal. And as far as I can tell, like, the random generation of where you start, or the areas around where you start, like, it's the same general map, but the materials and as you get further out, some of the environment is randomly generated. You always start in the desert with your crashed ship, but after that it becomes a lot more randomized. There is still no stone around here. I'm just going to head for the giant pillars then. Let's have a drink. Wow, I drank an entire container containing a kilo of water? I just drank 1.5 kilos of water. Or, no, 2.5 kilos of water. I just drank 2.5 kilos of water. That's 2.5 litres. I suppose, like, that's a day's water supply. That's not that shocking, I suppose.
Dropping.
One thing I'm slightly issue with is the fact that the words when I'm in this resolution are a little bit... Let's go back to the main menu, actually. Let's tweak the resolution, because the words are all messed up in that resolution. So let's go up to... this resolution. Nope, let's not go to that resolution. Because if I go to that resolution, the screen is not large enough. Okay, I have a problem now, because that resolution is so large I can't actually use it. That's a problem. Okay, so I found a problem with the early access version of this game. Which I might have to report to them. Hopefully this will reset itself to a better setup. Yes. So hopefully in this size, although in this size it's much harder for me to see chat, I will be able to actually read the text. Better to build a space bathroom. So let's shrink this down so that this actually fits. Hopefully the text will be a bit more legible now than it was. But yeah, like the text was getting on my nerves a little bit. But yeah, starting as a Marine seems to be a bad idea in this game. So let us start as a Ranger. Start as a male Ranger. We'll go through the same process again, do all the same things I did before. Yellow, blue, light blue glow, normal height, big head, medium torso, tiny arms, because I am a droid. I am the droid. I'm going to make it look a little bit like my character. I'm going to put a couple of speed, we're going to have plenty of strength for carry capacity, a little bit of stamina, and a little bit of health. Now, experience-wise, we have 25 in everything, so we're a little bit more limited in what we can get from the combat realm. But what we can get is we can get the chisel, which will allow us to start with the chisel, which I personally think is far, far more important. And we can also grab a chemical light early on. We will confirm a basic planet. So we are just going to be working on a sort of basic setup for this and trying to get it to a point where, like, I don't want to be wandering around for 4 hours on stream looking for rocks. Basically, that's one thing I kind of want to limit myself to.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
System restored.
So although it's hard to see in the desert because they're not like darkly coloured enough, and I can't find any way to change the settings on that. At the very least, like, I can now read the text on my suit HUD. And we'll have a look at what random resources we get this time. See, we are less oxygen this time, but we picked up a meat stew sooner. I think it always gives you at least 1 oxygen, 1 water, 1 bandage, and 1 flare. But we've gotten an extra meat stew this time, which is nice. A little bit of extra food. and we can head over out of the wind. Hopefully we will not meet the giant worm immediately. As far as kind of like shelters, they used to give you a inflatable dome every time you played. It just came in your inventory. But this time round, you can use space debris, you can use helipod parts to make things. Now, because I went with overstate my satisfaction. Hey, Tenoris, welcome to the SSD. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please try and remember as much data as you can while you are in the SSD. Hey, Brando! This is the good... Well, this is actually Space 7 Days to Die. That's what I would call it. Space 7 Days to Die. Now, because I spent less points into combat, I didn't start with the pistol this time. This time I started with the combat knife. But I spent more points into science, so I started with the chisel this time. Which is far, far more effective at getting the resources. Which, even plant resources. You'd think the knife would be better. But the chisel gives me many more resources from even plants. So I'll just show you on this because we saw the attempt to get stone and attempt to get resources previously. So there's some iron, some aluminium, some extra iron that's fallen out. So you can see that using this, basically every time a piece breaks, I'm guaranteed to get resources out of it. Now, again, it's the same problem as before, is like I am looking for loose stone. Now that looks like a stone field to me. That looks like a loose stone field. Yes, I'm on the edge of a loose stone field. So you get these patches in this game where loose rocks are on the floor. And they are few and far between. Like as you saw, we were running around for a long time looking for one. But once you find one, there's just like these little patches of it's usually averages between 15 and 20 rocks in one patch if you find all the rocks. And it's a bit silly. That one was rather large. But it's a little bit silly that these aren't a little bit more evenly spread around the world. Or that you couldn't just gather them from rock piles. Like fine, make it like 7 Days to Die, make it really, really slow to gather rocks from rock piles. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with it being slow, but running around for an hour trying to find a single rock field so that you can start gathering rocks is just too much, in my opinion. Far, far too much. And we need as many rocks as we can get because we are going to need them for pretty much all of our early game crafting. Just like in Minecraft, you need all the wood you can get early on in the game. Now, because I've had to change the resolution on this, I'm a little bit limited in what I can see chat-wise. Hey, Moon SVK, welcome to the stream. You don't take donations, do you? I do not currently take donations just because I don't think I'm a big enough channel and I don't think my content is good enough to warrant donations. If people actually started asking me to take donations and sort of people wanted to start donating to me, I'd consider it. Because at the moment I'm a carer and like, I don't really have a source of income. But yeah, I'd certainly consider it if people started wanting to donate in a sort of more significant number than just like, oh shit, skellypod. Where's my knife? Right, you. Come here then. You want to fight me? You got yourself stuck, didn't you? Got yourself stuck, didn't you? Come on then. You were all gung-ho about attacking me a second ago. Come back here. There you are. Don't you go running away from me. You wanted to fight? Let's fight. Little bastard. So those are one of the least dangerous things in this game, apart from the pteropods. The pteropods are by far the least dangerous thing in this game. So we've got aluminium. Aluminium useful early on. We're more after iron and copper than we are aluminium. It means we should probably go for the more brown coloured rocks. Magnesium could be useful. We're also after a little bit of plutonium, because unlike in Minecraft where you make your furnace and you power it with wood. In this game, you power your furnace with plutonium, but you only ever need the one piece. So you use a piece of plutonium to make your furnace, and basically that plutonium becomes your furnace's heat source for the entire time that you've got the furnace. Do I have any plutonium on me? No, I don't. Now, plutonium usually comes from these ones, these more orangey rocks. We will see it if we do get plutonium. And as you can see, I'm also gaining experience as we go along. Just keeping an eye on chat. Aluminium. There we go. Plutonium, plutonium, plutonium. There we go. We got 4 plutonium and we only need the 1 to make our first oven. So we need to find a reasonably flat place that is not... Oh, that's a large one. That's not a piece I knocked off. We need to find a reasonably large, flat place that is not sand, because you can't really build on top of sand. It doesn't classify it as a stable structure, stable surface for you to build on. So let's see if we can't find ourselves... Okay, that's one of the more dangerous... Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Someone doesn't like me.
Tape up the suit so I can stop losing oxygen. Switch over to the knife. There we go. Crab legs! So I'm a little bit low on health now, but I should be able to gather some local resources to heal myself a bit. Banana leaves are great for healing. So we will look at perhaps a banana leaf tree if we can find one. But for now we want a reasonably flat open area where we can set up a base. So I'm coming up here to have a look, see what we've got. We should be able to do it on the edge of this cliff by this tree. This is a berry tree. So this is a source of food and medical supplies, which is best harvested with our chisel. So we've got a whole bunch of berries down here, which we knocked off. And you'll see that these provide a little bit of health when we eat them. So we can eat these, and we're gathering a little bit of health and a little bit of nutrition as we eat our way through those. Whereas the banana leaves are 5 HP, and the crab leg is minus 10. Okay, so crab legs we don't eat. So, utilities, stone oven. Yes, we have a reasonably flat piece of land where we can build our first stone oven. 8 rock and 1 plutonium. Yay! So what we need to do now is we need to get some iron ingots going. And this will give us experience and proficiency as we do this. Unfortunately, you have to sort of sit here and hold it down. There's no kind of automatic smeltery with the iron, with the base oven. Later on you can get some automated stuff, but for now at least we're kind of being manual scrubs. But this does give us experience and proficiency as we do it, so that will be to our benefit. Oop, oop, oop. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can see we're gaining points towards engineering experience, which is useful. Engineering experience will give us a large amount of benefit later on in the game, because we'll be able to learn about things like processing and automation. So over here you can see we've got our suit pressure, outside and inside pressure. And over here we've got temperature, outside and inside temperature, we've got hydrogen and nutrition, we've got health and suit integrity. So we're a little bit dropping on hydration, but that's fine. we will build ourselves a... We don't know how to make a primitive workbench yet. Skill tree. Primitive workbench. So we need 4 iron ingots. Let's take our iron ingots out of there and let's make ourselves a primitive workbench. Now find ourselves a piece of flat ground on which to place it. And we can build ourselves up a primitive workbench which will allow us to start the process of making tools and equipment. Objective built. So if we open the workbench now, we can see that we can make pipes, we can make stone axes, blades, crude metal axe head. And using the crude metal axe head, we can create ourselves... Where is it? Have I learned how to make it yet? I haven't learned how to make it yet. I've learned how to make a stone axe. So let's take the stone axe head. There it is. And we need 1 pipe and we need some masking tape as well. To make masking tape we need banana leaves and berries. Well, we've got a source of berries right next to us, which shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I saw you. So we've breached our suit again. There's another tape to sort that out. Bloody things. And we need to go and find some banana leaves. And there are some banana leaves down here. Ouch! Didn't use my jet boots quick enough. Some banana leaf. And some banana leaf. Excellent, and now we can start harvesting plants a lot more efficiently with our axe. At least I assume so. I've never actually tried using the axe. Jet boots. Up we go. Let's use that to heal up. There we go. Turn on our suit's light. Not the best light in the world, but it'll do. Primitive crafting. 1, 2. And we need to grab the pipe out of here. And we can make ourselves a stone axe. A melee weapon that's essentially a rock with a stick. On a stick with a nice handle. So, there we go. We now have another melee weapon. As far as like where we want to go here now, we really want to be working towards better crafting. So down here we have landmines, things like that. Up in engineering, we've got forging, which is kind of where we want to be headed. We need 15 science, and we only have 10 science skill. So we want to start developing our science skill. We can get engineering through melting these things. Not sure how I'm going to up my science skill exactly. Possibly through crafting. Hey Tiny, welcome to the stream. Bio Instruction Unit. Living Instruction Manual. Very informative on games you play. It's like an instruction manual, a living instruction manual. I'm not a living instruction manual, I'm a droid instruction manual. To Bio Instructional Unit. Yeah, one of the hard things with being engaged with my audience at the moment is click through window always on top, that my chat is kind of being obscured by the game. There we go, now I have the chat on top. I do need to make one more change to the settings though, because I need to make the window opaque and the messages mostly opaque so I can see what's going on behind them. There we go, that will make it easier to interact with chat. Fix your suit with tape. I knew tape could fix anything. Yeah, you fix your suit with suit fixing tape, which you have. I have 22 of at the moment. Once it's gone, I have to make more. I have to make basically sort of fake fixing tape, and that can be really, really dangerous. I'm also running out of light energy, so I'm going to pop that away for now. If you run out of suit fixing tape, then you can be pretty much screwed. Jet boots, jet boots, jet boots. Got down onto the floor, nice and safe. Something's attacking me. What's attacking me? A young Snoobus. Jet boot over it so that its attack fails. Turn my lights on and hit it with an axe. There we go. Got a crab talon and a crab leg meat out of it. Not too bad. Nope, this is not an efficient foraging tool for plants, because that should have given me branches. God damn you. That's it, you go under the bloody tree. You go under the bloody tree. Crab shell. I have found a snub's nest somewhere. There must be a snub nest somewhere around here. Oh, good God, I'm probably going to die. I'm just being attacked by the everythings. No, no, don't pick up rocks. Run! Jet boots, jet boots, jet boots to the rescue. Jet boots almost killed me.
Vitals are now critical.
So, we're badly hurt, but that's okay, because we can heal ourselves by eating things that are good for us. Now, skelepod meat and crab leg meat will injure us if we try and eat it, but we should be able to cook it up in the stone oven. Now this should turn it into something that heals. Health bonus 10.
Seek medical assistance. Vitals dropping.
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Basically just spam 8 until I was slightly better. Oh, I'm actually at full health now. Nice! So, yeah. We managed to get some crab shell, which is useful because structures in the crab hut structures, if we get 4 crab shells, we can actually use patch tape to make ourselves a little structure. But you can see you can make habitat frames, barrack frames, biodome. There's a lot of stuff later on down the line that we can make. Still haven't got any science. How do we get science skill? Craft items and work in a biodome to improve this proficiency. So we need to craft items. So we can craft a bashing rock. That gained us combat proficiency. Okay. What can we craft? A beacon kit can make a beacon. Okay, we need something we can craft. What happens if we come over to our workbench? Can we craft things in the workbench? We're probably going to need some more pipes. What do these take to make? These take iron ingots and these take iron ingots. So has that given us any experience from science? No, it hasn't. Craft items and work in the biodome. I've been crafting items, god damn you! Hello, Rain. I love you too. What time is it? It is... Is that the time? Yeah, I think we have 10-hour days. And there's another young Snoobus. Where's the young Snoobus? Oh, shit. Okay, so there's asteroids in this game. There's a young Snoobus in this direction, apparently. It wouldn't be a bad idea for me to grab a few more Snoobus shells and things. Especially as I seem to be able to generate enough HP to keep myself alive. Where on earth is this? Ah, there we go. We've got the battle music. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Come on then, you little...
Beginning to think someone doesn't like me.
This is really hard to do at night. And especially when there's multiples of them. Let's get out onto some flat land so I can see what's going on.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Now where's the other one? Another crab shell and some crab meat. Ah, there's the other one.
Vitals are now critical.
Don't know if I'll make it.
Crab talon and crab meat, and another crab talon. And there's still more of them coming.
Seek medical assistance.
Jump over it
immediately.
so it can't injure me.
Vitals are now critical.
Damn it. I didn't have enough jet boost fuel to jump over it. Well, I can now build myself a crab hut up on top of here at least. I'm only going to die, you know,
Vitals are
30
now
or 40
critical.
times. It's fine. Come on, up the hill. Up the hill. Come on, up. Come on. Come on.
Vitals are now critical.
There we go. Managing to climb the hill at last. Come on. Come on. Wow, this guy is terrible at climbing. I mean, I know he's a... Well, no, actually, he's a ranger, not a scientist. So he should actually be pretty decent at climbing, but
Vitals are now critical.
he's apparently terrible at climbing. So let's grab the stone oven and make ourselves some more alien meat. Because we can eat that to recover some HP.
Vitals dropping.
Starting to hurt a bit.
Funny is I got a water bottle full of apple juice and an apple. Nice! So, structures. Can I pop this down? Aha! I can pop you down like here. Fuck you, you can't play, noob, heal him, kill yourself. Hey, Ophia Levi, welcome to the stream. You have rage issues, but that's okay. Yawn! Change the record, my friend, change the record. To be honest, man, like, it doesn't bother me, but I will pop you into mod anyway. I would pop you into mod if I was on the right bloody channel when I was trying to do it, because I can't pop you into mod from that channel. I will pop you into mod, Brando. Add moderator. I really couldn't care less off here. Like, you want to come in here and insult me? Feel free. Like, I genuinely don't give a shit about your opinion.
Vitals dropping.
I genuinely don't. You are, to me at least, a laughable little insect. So we have access to... not quite enough skill points for that. Let's see, we've got beacons. Unlocks the ability to craft a beacon. Beacons provide extra waypoints on the map. Batteries. Like, genuinely, the whole thing about, like, coming on someone's stream and trying to be rude to them is like... You obviously have rage issues, but I am a self-assured person. Like, I've been a martial artist for 20 years, I've been a social care worker, I've dealt with people with drug and alcohol issues. Trust me, if you can deal with someone at 1 o'clock in the morning banging on the office door, screaming about wanting to kill you while holding a knife, pretty sure you can deal with little shitwads on the internet.
Vital stabilized.
Tiny's getting all defensive. Yay, I have a little hut that I can't actually get into. Where's the door? Ah, the door's around here. Little hut. Yay, little hut. You're a martial artist, you swear? Well, then you should have more respect. Because one of the things you very quickly learn in martial arts is when people can kick your face in, you very quickly learn to respect them. I would say it's actually probably very, very unlikely that you are a martial artist, because the level of respect you show for people is so low. Like, it's very rare for martial artists to be disrespectful. Oh, I'm sorry you're boring me off here. I don't mean to yawn at you and represent, like, your... Oh, as if you are, completely worthless, but, well, you're completely worthless, so... Sorry. I like things like 7 Days to Die, Osiris New Dawn. I'm a fan of these kind of like collect and build-a-thons. The problem is they come out in early access when they're not ready. Like the first time I played Osiris New Dawn, it was terrible. Everything was janky as fuck. But now things seem to be a lot more stable. I'm much more into giving it a chance. Hashtag lies for days. But this is one of those things where it's like I've had people come in on my streams and call me a four-eyed faggot, and it's like, okay, I wear glasses, well done for noticing. I'm not wearing them right now, but I do. It's like, ah, oh my god, my feelings, you called me four eyes. Yawn. That thing I do not want to fight. So I'm going to go over here and go back to my forge. Killing an innocent ant. That's kind of what killed 7 Days to Die for you. You mean the early access issues, Brando? They have done really, really well. They have done really well to stabilize it. This is something that other YouTubers have talked about and that I'm going to talk about as well, because I'm shameless thief of other people's ideas. But basically, one of the problems with bringing stuff out in early access is the game kind of outlives its welcome very quickly. A game very quickly becomes less about, you know, the game and more about the fact that, oh, well, it's not as good as it used to be, or it's not as good as it needs to be playable. 7 Days to Die was one of those ones. I played it back in Alpha 6, and it was so bad that I just walked away and said, like, right, I won't play that. I then started playing it in Alpha 14 and 15, and it was much, much better. It was actually playable in Alpha 14 and 15. The melee combat in 7 Days to Die is a little bit janky, but then the melee combat in any of these games is janky because they're trying to... It's like Minecraft, if you take Minecraft as the key example of it. in these sorts of games, melee combat doesn't work because they have to create monsters that exist and can deal with you hitting them with all sorts of different things. So they have this kind of formulaic melee combat, and it's very boring and very uninspiring. I'm not a huge fan of spectacle fighters, but I do like a good game with a good bit of combat. Usually combat RPG style games. So things like Eternal Sonata, Dust and Legion Tale. So RPG-esque combat. I mean, Dust and Legion Tale you could even argue is sort of a spectacle fighter. But I do love these kind of survival games. I wish you could automate this without a furnace, but yeah. In 7 Days to Die, if you know about hopback and side dashing and things like that, you can basically survive indefinitely with a decent melee weapon, because you can actually just kind of dodge and slash. And there is a dodging element to 7 Days to Die now. But all my favourite games are games like Forza Motorsport and the Dirt series. Okay, so I'm not a massive fan of racing games other than like the gravity racing, so things like Wipeout and GMAG and things like that. But if you are a fan of realistic racing games or sort of realism, real car racing games, that's not a problem. I like myself some space combat as well. I'm a big fan of some of the sort of space combat style games like Galactic Junk Wars, things like that. Just want to make sure I have not got any messages. Just want to test something over on this. Yes, it is bringing through messages from there. Good. Tweet out. Osiris. New Dawn, still playing over on www.youtube.com/thegaming. Oop. Help if I spelt TheGamingDroid right. The damn bears. Oh, Brando, you have no idea. Alpha 16? Alpha 16 has just been they've dialed up the wildlife to like 11. I own a Dark Souls game. I haven't played it yet, but in Alpha 16, they dialed up the wildlife to 11 with wolves, vultures, bears, hunting dogs, wild boar, all these things that will fight you. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. Crude metal shovel that I don't know how to grab yet. Skills. Do I still not have any science skill? This is the problem. Developing my science skill. Because there's not really all that much I can build to develop my science skill. Pathlights. One pathlight kit. Solar panels. Landmines. Requires landmines. So I'm kind of limited in what I can build. And this is giving me a problem because I kind of need to build things to increase my science, and I need my science to... Okay.
Fair dehydration detected.
Starting to feel thirsty.
So I can see where I am going to struggle as a single player. Playing as multiple people on a server on this game is much easier because one of you can start as a scientist. Come on, break. Break, come on. There we go, banana leaves. Oh god, the bears in 7 Days to Die are living tanks. The bears in 7 Days to Die just don't die. That's one of the major problems in that game is just how tanky the bears are. In Alpha 16 they've also added some extra tanky varieties of zombies, which is a pain in the backside, as you might expect. So we are looking for something to craft to increase our science, or perhaps looking for some kits. Maybe we can find some crash sites. We've got plenty of ingots on us, so we've got plenty of bits and bobs to make tools if we need to. We are looking for a ready source of stuff to craft with. Real life OG, only animals that can really kill people unless you factor in disease. Actually, most animals in a 1v1 fight with a human will win. Like, you find yourself in a 1v1 fight with a large dog when you are unarmed, you're gonna die. Like, pretty much any animal can beat a human in 1v1 hand-to-hand combat without tools, if the human doesn't have access to weapons and equipment. Some little parasites. It's just the mini bikes still. They've said they're going to be working on some more vehicles, but we have yet to see any vehicles. Copper and gold, lovely. Ooh, titanium, nice. I think it's one of the things where they don't want it to become a drive around in a car running over zombies simulator, and so they're trying to make it so that the cars are at least in some ways vulnerable, but that's very, very difficult for them. You're kind of right, Tiny. Evolutionary-wise, one of the things that you have to take into account is caloritic requirement. And one of the things human beings did do was they did give up certain elements of their ability to do certain things so that they could have a lower caloritic requirement. And they could more easily function and gain things. However, the main thing that gave us our intelligence wasn't giving up muscle. The main thing that gave us our intelligence was, in fact, learning to cook food. Hey, Dulgrani, welcome to the stream. Pass, says Dulgrani. Oh, password for the server. I'm currently playing on a single-player server, Dulgrani, because this is the first time I have played. I am asking a couple of my streaming buddies if they have the game, but I'm not currently playing on a public server. So, unfortunately, no password. But as I was saying, like, learning to cook food, what happens when you cook food is... what happens when you cook food is that you release the calories more efficiently, so you can get more calories out of the same amount of food. That's an issue of selective breeding, Tiny. If we're weaker now than we were in the past, for the same reason that certain genetic lines of human beings now need cesarean sections to give birth. Certain genetic lines now, if they don't have a cesarean section, can't give birth. Basically because if they don't have a cesarean section, then they don't have the ability to give birth because their pelvis is too small. It's because before medical intervention, and when there was a requirement, I see. Does it say test? Does it say test on... I'm confused, 1 second. Let me check this one. Oh! Test in the chat. That was just testing Restream. Because sometimes Restream doesn't like to link itself to both simultaneously. It only likes to link itself to one of the two chats. So I was testing to see if Restream chat would show messages from Twitter as well, because I didn't want... Oh, sorry, from Twitch. Because I didn't want to have, like, someone messaging me on Twitch. I keep wanting to say Twitter. I didn't want to have someone messaging me on Twitch and feel ignored because I wasn't...
Dehydration detected.
That's okay. It's not failed humour, it's just I didn't quite get it. Losing those birth kits. Exactly. And the only reason that that's physically possible, the only reason that genetically that is being allowed to happen is because of the invention of the caesarean section. If the caesarean section had never been invented, if people weren't given caesarean sections, then the women who had hips too narrow to give birth just wouldn't give birth. They'd die during childbirth, as would the child. So they wouldn't pass on that genetic strain. Now, during the medieval period, if you weren't physically strong enough to survive, if you didn't have the genetics required to give yourself physical strength and physical prowess, as well as the genetics required to survive on a very low-calorie diet, because a lot of poor people didn't have access to food, then what happened was you just didn't survive. You just didn't survive long enough to breed. And when you didn't survive long enough to breed, then you don't pass on those genetic traits. And because you don't pass on those genetic traits, the next generation doesn't have those genetic traits. So because of medical intervention and because of the ease of gathering resources we have nowadays, we are... I see we lost those big hits. Because we have the presence of ease of access, food, the fact that intelligence is more likely to be an indicator of success than physical prowess, things like that, we are leaning towards a environment where those things are not being bred out, and we are not being sort of made to maintain a certain degree of physical prowess. I was using a pipe, Dolgrani. Thank you very much for the tip, though. I am literally, this is the first time this is my third start, but this is literally the first time I've opened the program. The program has yet to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Who hit who?
To think someone doesn't like me.
Who bit me? Who bit me? Oh no, I'm out of water. Drink water. I am literally playing this for the first time, so I'm trying to get to grips with like what is the direction Dolgrani, if you have played this before, how do I get more science points? Because I've tried crafting stuff. Like, I've tried crafting things in here, and I don't seem to be able to get any science points at all. Like, I've gotten a few science points, but I need science points to get the next level of crafting. So, if I can't craft things and get science points, how can I craft things to get science points? Because it says craft things to get science points, but I don't have enough stuff to craft. Nothing I craft gives me science points, apart from the duct tape. Apart from the binding tape.
Seek medical
What's
assistance immediately.
There was a cliff there. I did not realise there was a cliff there. What I really do believe is that in the future we're going to look like aliens from Mars. Possibly, but like... I do have, or I had a stone oven. Does cooking ingots... Cooking ingots gives you engineering, Dolgrani. I've got lots of engineering points from cooking. Do I have to cook meat to get points? I have a stone oven, but it's miles and miles away, and I have no idea. Basically, I went exploring because I couldn't find any way to get science points.
Suit breached.
Hey, something's eating me, something's eating me.
Seek system restored.
Nice try. Chemistry or plants? Bash plants for science! Yay! Bash plants for science. Yeah, it's like in Subnautica, because I recently got Subnautica as well, and it was like in 7 Days to Die when I first started in 7 Days to Die. I had no idea what to do. Now in 7 Days to Die, if I'm playing on Alpha 15 where you can do this, I leave day 1 with level 120 tools. I don't like that thing. That thing I don't like. I do not have a chemistry station, Brando, because I haven't got enough science points to get a chemistry station. It's one of those catch-22 situations. You don't have enough science points to get science. I have a feeling I'm gonna die.
Vitals are now critical.
No! Get on top of the rock, get on top of the rock, get on top of the rock. Get up, get up, get up, get up. No! Get up. Get up. Can I throw rocks at it? I have no ranged weaponry. This thing is going to kill me the moment I get down off here, isn't it? Oh! It can climb the rock! Okay, fine. I was killed by an adult crap monster and I died on day 2. Would you like to continue? Yes, maybe? Okay, so I start now with literally nothing. Okay. So the adult crab monsters can climb rocks. Let's have a look at the science station. So, the chemistry station. Small crates, large crates. Wait, am I... Oh, for God's sake! Fuck you! So I'm still trying to kind of feel out what is the best way to start, what is the best way to sort of put things together in this game. Like, I think starting as a range is a decent bet, but then by the looks of it, like, it's very hard, to get hold of science points, so it might be worth starting as a scientist. So where is our chemistry station? So we've got a smelter, a forge there. We've got chemical station. So a chemical station requires me to get myself another 35 science points. I've got 10, so another 25 science points, and I can get a chemistry station, which I presume is a really good way of gathering. So I probably shouldn't have gone down here for 10 science. I probably should have gone up in this direction. I'm being attacked again, aren't I? What's attacking me now? Why does everything want to kill me? I was pressing the hover boot button then, and it didn't hover boot me. Okay. This game is really vicious. Properly vicious. But yes, like Subnautica, I have no idea where to get the moon pool in Subnautica. And I've had lots of people tell me, like, go to this coordinate. I'm not looking up the coordinates in the console. That's one thing, like, I got kind of frustrated with in Subnautica, was people telling me to look up coordinates. It's like, that's not... Why would I might as well just download a save that someone's completed the game in if I'm going to start looking up coordinates in the console or teleporting myself to places. People told me to open Subnautica's console and teleport to XYZ, and it's like, what? You want me to... I'm not sure why that makes an interesting stream. So it's kind of the same with this. Is like, I'm not quite sure why, sort of what I'm doing, but I also don't necessarily want to cheat in things or have people like give me coordinates for it, because like it's kind of part of the game is learning what you're doing. My oven is up there, by the way. Every time I see things now, I see like things over the horizon, I'm like, it's gonna eat me. Rocks. I have rocks. Picking up rocks gives you combat experience. Okay. I am fighting the evil rocks.
Vitals dropping.
That's okay, Taika. Like, I don't mind people giving me advice. It's when people give me like coordinates. Like, if people tell me like how to get science in this game, that's fine. I don't mind people telling me how to get science and things like that. Shit, there's a monster. I don't think I'm in a position to kill monsters. Now for Binding of Isaac, I'm a little bit different because Binding of Isaac, I have watched someone play it for so long that I kind of know what everything does. So, I'm a little bit sort of auto-spoilt for that at the moment. I never really thought I would be into playing Binding of Isaac. What I want to happen in any game is that you're a runaway from a random distant island. Like in each different save, there's 5 major random nations that you ran away from. You're supposed to survive in. It's kind of like a geopolitical survivor. Like, if it was just the island survival element of it, then you could get that with things like Stranded Deep. Ooh, that got me lots. Wait, is the rock the best thing to use to harvest trees? Because if the rock is the best thing to use to harvest trees, I'm going to get really pissed.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Oh, for God's sake. Hit it with a rock. Hit it with a rock.
Vitals are now critical.
The whole kind of thing where you kind of... your head kind of gets knocked in multiple directions when you get hit by something, that's really frustrating because it doesn't really give you a chance because you end up getting spun round in a circle when you get hit.
Vitals are now critical.
Well, there's not really much I can do about those critical vitals right now, I'm afraid, game. So you're just going to have to sit there and beat with me.
Vitals are now critical.
So I'm going to come up on here.
Vitals are now critical.
Okay, so are you talking PvP, Tiny, or are you talking PvE?
Vitals are now critical. Vitals are now critical.
If I get hit by an asteroid, that's going to really piss me off. So now, Tiny, you're starting to ask for stuff that's basically physically impossible. Like if you're asking for a first-person survival crafting game in which you can go all the way to space level technology,
Vitals are now critical.
that is a very, very big ask for a developer because balancing it is going to be the major problem. I mean, even in real-time strategy games where you can do that, balancing is... Where is the hitbox for this bloody thing? Oh, there's a Skylopod there, and Parasite's there. Lovely! This place is so blinking dangerous. PvP and PvE, like anyone can choose any nation to ally with. Dude, you are asking for basically like a game that is almost impossible.
Vitals are now critical.
Even if you didn't mind what graphics level you had, you're still talking about thousands upon thousands upon thousands of man hours just balancing it. You're talking a multi-million-dollar game. Easily a multi-million-dollar game, if not more than multi-million-dollar game. Now, can I just... No, more things are attacking me. When am I going to be able to harvest shit in peace, game? Like, the blood marks on the screen are starting to get on my wick already, and like you're not...
Vitals are now critical.
You're not giving me any time to harvest things in peace.
Medical assistance. Vitals dropping.
Right, that gets rid of the
Beginning
blood
to think
marks.
Someone doesn't like me.
Where's the hitbox? God damn it! Tiny, you have some very, very specific and very, very impossible demands. One thing I do wish is that things would pick up quicker. Like, I'm standing here and I have to, like, press F. Like, in 7 Days to Die, things pick up pretty much instantly if they're eable. If you can press E on them and pick them up, they pick up pretty much instantly. So there are gnats here, which I don't want to mess with, so I'm going to run away from them. And hope they don't pursue. I'm going to make myself another bashing rock. Yep, and now he's talking about having it be, like, fully immersive. Virtual reality as well. Like, not just virtual reality, but immersive virtual, fully immersive virtual reality. Where are the hitboxes? Okay, what the... Literally, it doesn't let you harvest a single thing in this game without attacking you. Why is it every single time I stop to harvest anything, I get attacked? How do they expect you to survive in this game? God damn these people! Shit! Shit! Don't say anything. Don't say anything at all. No, I would not like to continue. I would like to play a game as a scientist because I think scientists probably have the easier game. You have the power to create any game you want, just not automatically. You have the power to create any game you want after thousands of hours of real hard effort. Big head, tiny, 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 tiny. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Hello, Giorgio Adeli. Welcome to the CPU. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please process as much data as possible while you are here. Speed, health, strength. I'm just going to go with a pretty balanced build this time. Now, forging, chem station, solar panels. I don't have enough science for that, but I do have the forge and the chem station. And I have bashing rocks, I have a stone oven, and I have primitive workbench. So I have everything I need in that direction. I don't have enough engineering points to get a chisel though. But, hopefully... Droid 2! Hey, Bone Crusher 2D! Welcome very much to the Twitch stream. How you doing, man? You could learn to code. You could learn to code, I guarantee it. Learning to code is just like learning to manage a car catalog or manage any process, really. It's hard, but it's learning a language to describe and generate a process.
Suit breached. System restored.
Right, so
No longer leaking life-sustaining air.
I actually did start with the chisel anyway. So I started with a chisel that I can use. So we have containers of water. It's one of those things where coding successfully is moderately difficult, but if you can take the time to learn the language of it, Bone Crusher. Tiny says coding is annoying. If you can take the time to learn the language of it, it's really good. I've gotten really lucky with this this spawn this time because I got a lot of useful stuff. So, finish that mission nice and quickly. So this time, hopefully, what I will be able to make is I will be able to make, in the primitive working bench, I presume, I will be able to make a forge, build a forge. The forge allows the creation of different metals. Forge, plutonium reactor. It requires iron ingots, titanium ingots, and plutonium ingots. Excellent. And the chemistry station requires steel and glass, which I presume requires the forge. Have you heard of Codecademy? Codecademy, is that the online kind of gamified lessons on coding? So it kind of teaches you coding through kind of a game-like environment where you get missions to complete different things and you do it with coding? If so, I'm pretty sure I've heard of it. He says, having described what he believes it is. So I need some plutonium. So I'm starting to kind of understand this game a little bit better in that, like, you need a source of science. And the main source of science is plants, as Taika told me. Cool, Bone. You're a moderator for a site that teaches people how to code. That's pretty cool. I'm a moderator for about 14 different YouTubers. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Hey, Bone Crusher 2D, welcome to the SSD. Please try to remember as much data as you can while you are here. And Brando went to school for coding, did you? Did you complete a coding module at university, or? And as you... Get behind it, hit it in the back.
Vitals dropping.
Beginning to think someone doesn't like me.
So just gathering some things. We've got some more stat points which I'm going to put into speed. So I want to be able to move faster. We've got plutonium. Now we're just looking again for a stone field. And again, like, in my opinion, this is the main problem with this game, is that stone fields are so rare. In 7 Days to Die, stone is in every biome on the floor. But around this game, you're left wanting for stone, which is weird because, like, there's stone all around you. Yeah, I got a degree from a technical college, that's how I work for the state in IT. Oh, cool. Do you actually get to do any coding as part of your job in IT? Or do you just have a kind of... I have given you an alternative site to view it on, Bone Crusher, as you are having dodgy internet. But yeah, do you actually get to do any coding as part of your job, Brando? I knew you worked for IT, but do you actually get to code at all? Or is it just literally a case of you have a coding degree because they wanted you to have one, and... or because, like, they say that that job is to do with coding, but in fact you never get to code anything at all. Ah, Stonefield! Stonefield! I see a Stonefield. See you, Bone Crusher. Have a good one. Thank you very much for the subscription. I am sorry that you can't hear what I'm saying. No point me telling you that I'm sorry because you can't hear what I'm saying, but... I suppose I'm just talking to myself. Gather up as much rock as we can. Civilization creators. I'm not familiar with civilization creators. I know civilization. Oh yay, SharePoint. Delightful. It's like bloody Oracle. Bane of my existence was bloody Oracle.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Medical assistance would be great.
There we go. Are you really talking to yourself if other people can hear you? That is the question. That is an eternal question. How many people need to be listening for you not to be talking to yourself? So, let's set up a flat base. Long-range building, like kingdoms and castles. Oh, okay, so like Civilization-style games. Right, I see what you mean now. Like,
Seek medical assistance
you
immediately.
can send me a link on Discord if you've got Discord, Tiny. But I'm not gonna like watch it, or at least not watch it while I'm streaming. Civilization creator, I'm assuming, is like a lot of those sorts of games. Will probably be removed by Nightbot. It'll probably be removed by all sorts of things. Pretty sure I have several things set up that will just remove it. Alien meat, alien meat. I can use the alien meat to heal myself.
Vitals dropping.
Starting to hurt a bit.
Starting to hurt a bit less, actually, but... It's really frustrating trying to find a flat place to build something. Aha! There we go. Now, I want a forged plutonium reactor, so I need 2 titanium, 4 iron, and 4 plutonium. So I can get the 4 iron pretty easily. I need titanium and plutonium. Can't make it too easy for those filthy self-promoters. Oh my god, I've had the same message by the same person like 14 times as comments on videos I've posted. And it's always like, this video is really good, I've got a video you should look at, and here's a link to it. I'm like, okay. And the weird thing is, that link doesn't seem to be associated with them at all. I'm wondering if that person hired a promotions group, and that's the promotion group's idea of promoting them. Possibly. Self-promoting, the whole sort of purpose of YouTube is to get people who don't know you watching you. Like, the whole point is. But the problem is with self-promoting is... I don't mind... The weird thing is, I don't mind people self-promoting on videos as long as they're reasonable and respectful, and they do it in a sort of reasonably, or sort of in a respectful manner.
Vitals dropping.
What I have a problem with is... God damn insects sneaking up on me. Literally every time I try to harvest anything, I get snuck up on by fucking animals. Is this game hard-coded to attack you when you try and harvest stuff? Like and subscribe is self-promotion, but it's self-promotion on your own stuff. So it's self-promotion on your things, so it's alright.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Medical assistance.
I'm actually gonna.
Great.
I'm actually gonna. I'm pissed. I'm really, really pissed off because this game doesn't give you a second to do anything. I was gathering bloody stone. That's all I was doing. I was gathering a little bit of bloody material. That's really like... So basically all you do is you run away, you hit something once and then you run away. Because otherwise you're going to get pounced on. Like right now, I'm still being chased by those bloody skelepods.
Seek medical assistance immediately. Vitals dropping.
I'm beginning to think someone
Seek
doesn't
medical
like me.
support reached.
And I've been...
System restored.
Literally, like... I don't understand how you can start off this game and survive the first few days because you're just getting attacked left, right and centre every second. The problem is I can't kill it because literally it's killing me.
Vitals dropping.
They are doing more damage to me than I am doing to them, and I don't have any weapons. I do the sort of cringy starting method, or the cringy sort of opening thing. Right, we've got titanium. What type of server am I on? I am on a private server at the moment. No, I'm on dangerous, not infested. One of the reasons why I'm so confused, like I've got it on base settings, and I don't think this should be the sort of level of what you face on base settings. So I need more plutonium. Like, I can understand them wanting you to have risk involved in gathering items and things like that, but this is silly. Like, it's genuinely instantaneous half the time. Yeah, I ask for subs and I ask for people to like videos and things. It's just part of what you have to do. Like, a lot of people, unless you remind them to like something or you remind them to help you out, won't remember that they should be
Vitals dropping.
putting... We're okay. Personally, I do the whole please like and subscribe and comment thing. And I do the whole, like, hello and welcome to the stream sort of thing, but As I said, like, everybody has their own methodology of doing certain content. I need more plutonium. Which means breaking more rocks, which means dealing with bloody parasites. Well, this is the thing, Tiny, is like everyone has their own way of doing it, and not everyone likes everything, but sometimes like you have to do things you don't enjoy or you don't like putting on your video to encourage people to help you grow. Yeah, some people do go a little over the top with it. I will certainly agree there. Some people go a scooch over the top with the like and subscribe requests.
Vitals dropping.
My vitals are not dropping, my vitals are exactly where they were previously. That's something the early access of this game needs to deal with. It has these sound bites that play at certain points. Ah, plutonium, plutonium. No, that's titanium. God damn it. I thought that was plutonium. It has these sound bites that play at particular points, and some of them are just not really applicable.
Suit breached.
God damn.
System restored.
Tubes I hate most, the people who stream then just say you're being a bully and getting super into arguments in chat. Because for one, it's annoying, two, there's a mod that can get on with stream. Dude, like, interacting with your chat is a major part of being on YouTube though.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Like, if you are not interacting with your chat, then, and sometimes like interacting with your chat means telling people off. Just because you've got moderators doesn't mean that you shouldn't be there to correct people who are being twatty in your stream. Like, oh, what I wouldn't give for a better weapon. Did I actually manage to kill it? No, I didn't. Where is it? Where'd it go?
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Like, it's part of being a YouTuber, part of being a streamer, that you do have to interact with your stream. You have to, like, sometimes that is... people get twatty and you tell them off for it. Personally, I don't tend to get particularly pissed off with my chat unless they're doing something really obnoxious. There's a couple of things that will piss me off. John will tell you, everyday John will tell you all about the times that people have been very, very distinct in telling me how to play games. And I find that mildly irritating, but... This is the problem, like, literally, do I have enough skill points? I don't have enough combat skill points to learn Stone Axe. I have enough engineering skill points to learn Chisel, but I can't make chisels.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
I could make a crab scythe, but I don't have the knowledge of how to do it. Crab scythe is all the way down here. I don't have the ability to make a shard blade. That's where, up here. That's down in these directions. So there's an awful lot of like stuff that I just can't, like, I can't make a better weapon. This is the only weapon I've got. I can make myself a bashing rock if I find some stone. That's the only weapon I can make. Yeah, Osiris is an interesting game. I think I need to do a little bit more experimentation on how it runs and how it works.
Seek medical
On
assistance
it.
immediately.
I know there are some things that you can't make, like pistol jump and stone shovel. But it looks like you can make the scythe. They've got the bits and pieces for it. They've got stats for it. I'd be surprised if you can't make it. I have no idea where my base is, by the way, because I spent so long running around, running away from bloody crab things and trying to fight crab things. Leripods or whatever they're called. I'm failing to find any plutonium with my better forge.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Needs, no, sorry, crab's eye. Needs ability melee weaponry. Yeah, needs ability melee weaponry, which is this one. Right? Or is there actually like an ability on the tree called melee weaponry? Hey Mixel, welcome to the stream. Fair enough, Dual Granny. I wasn't actually going to make one, by the way. Like, I haven't yet had the ability to make anything. I was just saying, like, there's weapons, but I have no access to them. And now I am out of, well, everything.
Vitals dropping.
Yeah, I think there needs to be something at the start of the game. They need to make rocks more common, so that you can gain access to them more easily. And there needs to be something at the start of the game. Like, maybe this game is designed specifically to be multiplayer. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe this game is balanced as a multiplayer game, and I am just not playing multiplayer. So because I don't have multiple people with multiple different skill trees, I'm behind when it comes to getting what I need for survival. Maybe you need to play this with a group of people to make it sustainable, to make it functional in the first couple of days. Yeah, like, it seems to be balanced for the idea of having at least 3 people. As far as I can tell, it seems to be balanced for the idea of having 3 people. Especially because certain resources, like you need, as far as I'm aware, you need... I have no idea where I put my base. You need a lot of certain resources, and it seems to be very difficult to find them. I do think that the limitation on rocks is ridiculous, because one rock field makes you a stone furnace and a stone workbench, or a basic workbench, and then you're out of stone. You don't have any stone to make bashing rocks with, so do you forego the workbench so you can make bashing rocks? So you can harvest stuff? Is that a stone? That's a rock! Huzzah! So we can make ourselves a bashing rock. So we can now harvest things again.
Dropping.
More rocks. I have found another patch of rocks. If only I knew where my base was. I think perhaps starting you off with a beacon as well would be a good idea. Just giving you a beacon to start with, because an awful lot of games allow you to have that just automatic tag of your base. Especially an awful lot of exploration based games or resource gathering based games allow you to have that auto tag on your base from the start.
Starting to hurt a bit.
And not having that auto tag on the base seems to be very... Every bloody time. I'm gonna beat you to death with a fucking rock. Come here. See, how did it attack me? I was behind it. Oh, there's two of them. That's how it attacked me. Right, okay. This fucking game! This fucking game is insane! I like it. I like the principles of the game, and I like the idea behind it. But they need to do something about the start of this game. At least the start of this game for single player. I think if you had 3 people and 2 of them started with chisels, that would be enough chisel power to gather the resources you needed to set up a better base. And if you had 3 peeps and they all had pipes or daggers, then you'd be able to defend yourself better. But still no plutonium. Thank you, Mother, for getting cheap tiny plates. Are you having to put up with tiny plates? Come on, plutonium. No, that's not plutonium. Brownies are yummy. Yes, brownies are absolutely delicious. And also, you should like tiny plates, because you're tiny. You are tiny. The tiny plates are your natural habitat. Aha! Stone oven. I have found my stone oven. Pop. Damn it! Got round the oven. So that's run away now, again. Maybe give you access to some kind of combat tool that's more effective. Because, like, it seems to be that I need to hit the things, even with a combat, even with a stone axe or something like that, I need to hit them like 20-30 times to actually kill them. They seem to be very, very resilient to any kind of damage. Oh, Nightbot trod on you, Tiny. Naughty, naughty Tiny. I have no idea what you said, because I can't see it, but wow! I have a lot of titanium. What do I need to make glass? Sand. So I assume I need a shovel then. But it says in the skill tree you can't craft shovels yet. This is a perplexing game. There are things that it says you can't craft, which appears I can craft, and things it says I can craft, which it appears I can't craft. Very confusing.
Starting to hurt a bit.
Yeah, the repeated sound bites. Okay, so do I have enough?
Vitals dropping.
I need 10 combat skill points, which I need to use. Fight creatures and other dangers. Every level awarded you a combat point to use on your skill web. Okay, so I can't use that yet. What I can do, however, is make myself some pipes. Have a couple of pipes at the ready, at the very least. Now I need plutonium. You little...
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Medical assistance would be great.
All the rock. God damn the fucking...
Seek medical assistance.
The hitboxes are buggered. The hitboxes are completely buggered. Like, I literally landed a half dozen shots on that thing and nothing happened. It didn't get hit once because, what, I was half a millimeter too far away? Hello, Hated. How are you, Hated man? Been a while since I saw you in stream.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Non-leaves, and non-leaves over here. Hopefully I won't get attacked. The thumbnail shouldn't be Paladins. I changed the thumbnail over to Osiris New Dawn. If the thumbnail is Paladins, then YouTube is being a jerk because I changed the thumbnail over.
Vital stabilized.
I have 7 experience from combat, 7 sort of combat points. Okay. Now I need more plutonium. Plutonium. Bloody hell! Ooh, alien meat. Not sure where I got alien meat from, but... That's annoying. I swear I did change the thumbnail. Copper. This game is oddly difficult. Frustratingly difficult, to say the least, but it's very odd in its difficulty, because it seems to just kind of spawn things out of nowhere just to be a jerk. And there seemed to be, like, no way of making certain things early on in the game. No way of making a decent weapon early on. No way of making a decent mining tool early on. Like, I don't know if it's just because I've never played this game before and I don't know where I'm going with this. Like, I don't know what... I don't know where I'm aimed for. I don't know what my aim for this should be. Come here, little parasite. Bloody hell, those things are quick. A red banana. Have I played any FTB packs? Yeah, I've played plenty of FTB packs.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bloody... I don't know if it's that I... Wait, what? The... Jesus... And now I'm essentially blind, so those things can attack me all they want. Yay! Where is your hitbox? Where is your hitbox?
Seek medical assistance immediately.
There's lots of them! Yay! This game is determined to kill me with sandstorms and enemies and all sorts. Feed the Beast packs go back ages, hated. Feed the Beast was a launcher a long time ago.
Vitals dropping. Vitals stabilized.
So yeah, Feed the Beast mod packs go back a long way. And I'm literally just hunting plutonium so I can build a better forge. I played Feed the Beast mod packs when I was a kid. God! Come on then. Come on then.
Vitals dropping.
How on earth did you hit me? I jumped over you.
Doesn't like me.
It seems to be if you land on their front end, even after they've attacked, you receive damage, which is frustrating to say the least. That's one of the reasons why I always liked the quest book mod packs, Tiny. So I always felt the quest book mod packs gave you a little bit more guidance. Well, you don't necessarily have to play the sciencey mod packs. Like Minecraft didn't turn sciencey, the mod packs turned sciencey because there was a lot of demand for sciencey mod packs. So literally now I am just mining rocks looking for plutonium. Because until I get plutonium there's not really that much I can do. I don't think. And if I run out of rocks before I get plutonium, then I'm kind of screwed. Yeah, this game, I probably need to actually look up this game because it's one of those things where this game is obviously not... It's not logical.
Vitals dropping.
Like, if I can make a metal ingot, why can't I make myself a pickaxe? Enough skill points to get myself a stone axe yet. I've got 25 engineering points. Stone shovel unlocks the ability to craft a stone shovel. This low quality shovel will allow you to collect dirt, which can be made into glass or enriched into proper soil. How old am I? I'm 28. I need to start to play Ark. That would require me to have Ark, Tiny, and unfortunately Ark costs money. And there were other things that I wanted before Ark. That's one of those things where I always kind of shake my head when people say that. Everything's fun with friends. That's kind of why they're your friends, because they make things fun. So saying that such and such is fun with friends is kind of like saying that it's exactly like every other game. I think I might just end Osiris. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at the floor. I just couldn't see anything because there's no light.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Medical assistance would be great.
You could buy Ark with those donations. What donations? I don't have donations. I have no donations. I do not deserve donations. There are no donations for me. I may just, like, you know, stop playing this because, seriously? You little fuckers are getting on my nerves. You little larvae skelopods. There's multiples of them as well. And I'm about to die. I'm about to die. That's the same with any multiplayer game though, where there is a competitive element hated. People do become jerks at a certain point in any game that has competitive elements. So like any competition at all, look at the guys who compete in world national level martial arts championships.
Medical assistance immediately.
These are people who normally are wonderful, calm, polite, pleasant, even massively respect-deserving martial artists. And you put them into a national level, a world national level competition or a world championship level competition, and they become douchebags and they bounce around the edge of the arena yelling insults at their opponent they've just beaten. It's like, that's not that. Really? I really don't know where I should be going next because, like, I've played it multiple times and every time someone gets angry and everything is gone. I'm the same kind of person, Tiny. I tend to be supportive of the new players.
Medical assistance immediately.
Pick up the fruit. So I still don't have enough plutonium to build the next level of furnace. Would be nice if the furnace gave off a glow.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
Oh my god, it's a young crab monster. Lovely! So this is going to be another death, because these things like climb hills and insta-give you. No, no, don't get stuck on rocks! Don't get stuck on... Jesus Christ. So...
Seek medical assistance immediately.
I kind of have to leave that base because giant evil crab thing. I also need to find water.
Vitals are now critical.
Don't know if I'll make it.
So there's another one. Is it just now the game has decided it's going to make me fight a young crab monster, and if I can't, I die? Because that's a mean thing for the game to do.
Vitals
If this is one of those games where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to die a few times when you start, and then like each time you die you set up a bit more of your base, and then eventually you have a base, then screw that, because that's just not fair. You should be able to survive without having to perpetually die. And you should also be able to play it solo. You should be able to play single player successfully. But it doesn't seem to be really something that's possible. Because I don't know if you can even get plutonium with the bashing rock. I don't know if you can even gather plutonium.
Vitals are now critical.
What just... Oh, and there's a pteropod. Right.
Vitals are now critical. Suit free.
Oh, just kill me already. I surrender. Kill me.
Vitals are now critical.
Minecraft has only been a game for 8 years. I'm pretty sure you're wrong there.
Vitals are now critical.
Oh no, 2009? Yeah. Fair enough. A roleplay would make a roleplay OOD mark may be neat. Set up a community, give everyone jobs, your community against everyone else. To let people leave and do what they want. Hated, re-research that, bro. No, apparently it is 2009. I'm surprised, but Nightbot seems to be freaking out and deleting everything Tiny and someone else is saying, but Oh, nope, nope, there we go. It's not. It's just my website was freaking out. Would you like to continue? Yes. I missed a pack of meat last time I was here. Can I get anything out of these by using the tool on them? No. So, I'm not really sure how to start off this game successfully. Maybe I just need to play a run through of this game with the difficulty turned down, so that I'm not getting attacked 40 times in the first day. Then play Crossout. Not sure what the connection there was, Tiny. I like games where you can... where I could make into like a town with a community and stuff. Sounds to me like Tiny just needs like wants more friends, basically. Sounds harsh, Tiny, and I don't mean it to sound harsh, but like all of your thing is like you want to be able to build a town and have people in your town. It sounds very kind of... Makes, not mashes. Don't make mashed potato. So saith the mighty and powerful Brando Beard. Don't make mashed potato. Yeah, I think maybe I need to get together with a group of people to play Osiris. Because it really does seem like one person on their own is perpetually outmatched by the creatures and just doesn't have the research available. Because if we just look quickly at the research tree, let's say we take a marine, and we just confirm our way through all this, and we look at the research tree. To get walls, you need to invest 5, 10, 20, 40. You need to invest 40 skill points to get walls. And that does give you a workbench and a stone forge, so that gives you a basic defensive wall. But if you want to get storage chests, you then have to invest 5, 15, 30. You need to invest 30 engineering skill points to get storage chests. And you need to invest 20 to get a basic electronic forge, and another 20 on top of that to get a chemical station. 3D printer, chemistry tables, mechanized crabs, okay. Climate control, agriculture. You need to go all the way up there to get nomad living. Reactor cells. I'm assuming there's a requirement of power for these things. So I'm presuming like maybe this thing runs off plutonium, but once you get up to the chemistry station, you're then going to need solar panels to power things. And if you don't have solar panels, you're going to need to use reactor power supplies. So yeah, it seems like you need... Yeah, it seems like you need to team up to make the game functional. I don't know if that's just me, if I'm just having noob issues, but you really do need to... It does seem you need to have a group of people to make it functional. But we've been streaming for about 2.5 hours, so what I will do is I will call the stream here. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, thank you to everyone who's left a like. I am running until midnight British time today, so you have another 6 hours from now I am running a giveaway on my channel. It is a video titled Giveaway, and it's Plague Inc. Evolved. There's a gameplay video showing you what Plague Inc. Evolved is. If you go onto that video and you comment, I want to be infected, if you are subscribed to the channel and I want to be infected comment is on that video, you have a chance of winning a copy of Plague Inc. Evolved. The competition closes tonight at midnight, and I will be declaring the winner tomorrow, so the 30th of June, British time. So, if you want a chance of winning a copy of Plague Inc. Evolved, feel free to pop onto that video and leave the comment, I want to be infected. As long as you are a subscriber of the channel, you're going to be entered into the giveaway, and everyone has a chance of winning there's one copy to give away, so it's a fair chance that it's going to win. I think there's 5 people in the competition already, so it's like a 1 in 5 chance that one of them is going to win. If one of you joins in, then it's be a 1 in 6 chance, etc. I'm very nice to have some new people here. Very nice to have people like Tiny around as well. Very nice to see Molly jump in. Very nice to see Jason visit at the beginning of the stream. Brando, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Hated, love having you here as well. Taika, pleasure to have Taika here. It's always nice to have people over on Twitch, like Sergey and Bone. Ophia, not really a pleasure to have Ophia here, because Ophia is just Ophia, so... But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next stream. Maybe I will later stream this and we will have something slightly better. We will have a better version of this stream where I actually know what's going on, or I can get a team together and we can, as a team, build a environment. Because it seems to be that a single person just does not manage on base settings. Very 7 Days to Die-ish. A little bit harder than 7 Days to Die, and I do like the sci-fi theme. I do like the fact that I can turn them into little droids with the white, blue and yellow. Very Subnautica-y as well. It's very similar to Subnautica. Got sort of Subnautica elements in it. My next Subnautica stream will probably be on Sunday, if you like Subnautica. So I will see you all in the next stream. Bye people.